Hi, my name's Kelly, and I created this hip opening flow for myself a little while back, and I wanted to come on and share it because I know a lot of people deal with tight hips. I know it can seem really daunting, but I promise if you stick with it, you will see results. Obviously, the more frequently you do this practice, you'll see them a lot quicker. I would even suggest just taking a couple of the stretches or poses and maybe trying to incorporate them into a nightly routine. My husband and I will sometimes just do them when we watch a show or a movie, and that's been really enjoyable for us. But anyway, you can take it or leave it, and we'll go ahead and get started. So just find a comfortable seated position. We're going to ground in and just become really present in our body. So you can close your eyes or leave them open and just start to focus on your breath and taking deep inhales and exhales. Try to draw the breath into your lower belly, letting any distractions around you just melt away, like animals or kids or anything you might have going on around you. Remember, if at any point during this practice your brain starts to wander, you can always come back to the breath. Just take one more deep inhale and exhale. And you can slowly open your eyes if they're closed. And we'll start by just doing some seated hip circles. So I like to move with the breath here. You can inhale as you round forward and exhale, rounding the back. Open the chest, round. Just really try to get into this movement. And you can switch directions. All right, we'll come back to center. Let's start by doing some side stretches. You can extend your right hand to the side, sweep the left one up and over, maybe bounce here. We'll inhale, exhale as you sweep forward, planting the left hand, right one comes over. Look up towards your hand or your arm. And you can move with the breath here, inhaling in your stretch, exhaling as you sweep around, or you can hang out on either side if you want a little longer time there. Do one more on each side. And come back to center. And let's go ahead and tuck our feet over on our left side, sitting off to the right. And we're going to come into Breathwork. So inhale the arms up, finding length, and exhale over to your right. Your left hand can be planted on the knee, right hand behind. And don't forget to breathe deeply here in the twist. And we'll come back to center. Bring your feet together in front of you for Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. It can be further away from the hips or closer. And hold on to the ankles or shins and just start to move the knees up and down. And then let's come forward just a little bit to find the edge of the stretch here, starting to really open the hips. All right, and then bring your feet over to the right side and inhale the arms up, exhale to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Nice long spine here. And come back to center. And let's come onto all fours. You're going to stack the wrists under the shoulders and hips over knees. And we'll do some dynamic cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, look up. You could send the hips towards your feet. And then exhale, rounding the back, push into your hands as you come forward. Inhale, move back. Exhale. And just move with your breath here. Good movement to wake up the spine. All right, and then I'm going to move this way, but you can stay a long ways on your mat. So from here, extend your right foot out to the side. Toes can be pointed straight out or slightly forward. And we're going to just start to move forward and back like a gliding motion. Working on the right side here. You can hang out down here by your back foot if you want, or just continue to move. All right, and then we'll come up, plant the left hand as you sweep the right one over. Make like an extended side angle here. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the right hand around, planting it on the right leg as you bring the left arm up and over for Parigasana. Looking up here. And come back to all fours. We're going to extend the left leg now. Start with these gliding movements. Okay. And then plant your right hand, sweep the left one. Make a nice long line here. Deep breath in. Exhale, bringing that left hand around. Sweep the right one up and over. Parigasana. All right. And we'll come back to all fours. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees as you send the seat up and back for downward dog. You can pedal out here, find a little movement. And then lift your right leg. We're going to bend at the knee, bringing the heel over towards the left glute, opening up the right hip. Maybe make some circles if you want. Both directions. And then we'll sweep the foot underneath towards the hands. We're going to drop the left knee. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, back bend, Anjaneyasana. Coming up, inhale, exhale as you twist to the right. Inhale up, exhale to the left. One more time on each side. And inhale back to center. Exhale as you straighten the front leg and fold forward into half split. Toes can come up off the mat. You can keep a slight bend in that front knee. Remember, once you get into a pose, you're not locked in. You can always adjust your feet, your placement. All right, plant the hands. We're going to send that foot back. Lift the knees, coming up to downward dog. And pedal out again if you want. We'll lift the left leg up, bend at the knee, opening the left hip. Maybe draw circles here if you did on the other side. And sweep that foot underneath to meet the hands. Lower the right knee. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. And each side again. Inhale up. Exhale, straighten the front knee. Lower down for Ardha Hanumasana. And plant that foot. Bring the hands down. Tuck the back toes as you send the left leg back for downward dog. This time we're going to walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe sway side to side here. And then we'll inhale up. Bringing the arms up. Exhale, arms to cactus. Do that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. You can release the arms. And we'll bring our right foot out. So make a wide stance on the mat. You can bring your hands to your hips if you'd like. We'll inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe inhaling with a halfway lift. Exhale, back down. And you can keep a slight bend in the knees here as well. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Let's come halfway up. We're going to walk our hands over to the right. And we're going to come over into Malasana. So you can bring the foot up here, and I have to come up on my right toes. But however you want to get into it is fine. And you can keep the hands planted or maybe try bringing them to heart center for a little balance. And then you can walk yourself over or keep the hands at heart center over to the left. And we'll do each side one more time. Be gentle on your knees here. I tend to feel it in my knees on this one. All right, and then we'll come back to center. Take one more forward fold. And come up. We're going to just twist back towards the front of the mat. And slowly come up. And now take a wide stance on your mat here, feet towards the edge. We're going to just drop down into yogi squat. And you can bring your elbows to the insides of your knees, maybe pushing out a little bit. Hands at prayer. Open up the hips here. And then bring your hands behind. We're going to walk ourselves into reverse table. Bring the feet back to be in line with the hands. Lifting upper body. And take a breath. And then walk yourself into reverse plank. Extending the legs out here onto the heels. Opening the chest. And release yourself down. And we'll inhale here. Exhale, slowly coming forward into Paschimottanasana. Still early in the practice for this one, so give yourself a little grace. And then let's come forward. We'll extend the left leg out, bring the right foot in towards that left thigh. And bring the left leg straight here. So Janu Shirshasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as you fold forward, giving a nice long spine here. Breathe into the pose. Let your breath guide you here. And we'll come up. We're going to keep the right leg planted. Sweep the left one around and behind, coming into pigeon pose. You can adjust this leg as needed. And plant the hands, push into the mat as you inhale up. Slight back bend, and then exhale down. You can stay on the hands or maybe come to the forearms, or if you want to go all the way down, you can. And you can wiggle around here, find what's comfortable. And come up. We'll plant the hands, tuck the back toes as you send the right foot back. Lift the seat coming into downward dog. Pedal out. And then we will bring the right foot forward towards the hands. Lower that back knee. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale into half split. And take a pause here. And come up. And we'll step this foot out to the edge and plant the hands, maybe adjust the back leg, coming into lizard lunge. Maybe pulling this right knee out to the side if you want to deepen the stretch. You can stay up here or lower down if that's available. This is a really intense hip opener, so just take it easy on yourself and just stay within your practice. All right, and then send the right foot back. We'll bring the knees to the edges of the mat as you send the seat back towards your heels, coming into child's pose, and just take a few breaths here, letting the head and neck rest on the mat. And slowly walk yourself up and come up towards the front of your mat as you extend the right leg out. Left leg is bent, foot into the thigh here. And inhale the arms up. Exhale as you come forward. And take your time getting in here. And then let's plant the hands. Keep the left foot here as you sweep the right one around. Come into pigeon pose on this side. Adjust your legs as needed. Ground into the top of your right foot. We'll plant the hands. Inhale, chest up, open into a back bend. Exhale, coming forward into whatever variation you would like to do. And then walk yourself up. We'll tuck the back toes, send the left leg back. Downward dog, you can pedal out. And this time we'll sweep the left foot up towards the hands, lower the right knee, inhale up, exhale back bend. Inhale up as you straighten that front knee, exhale down, half split. Once again, we'll take a couple breaths here to sink into this pose. All right, and then plant the foot, walk your hands up as you bring that foot to the edge of the mat and come into lizard lunge. Once again, just however this looks for you today is fine, as long as you feel a stretch. All right, and then come up. We'll send that left foot back. Come back into child's pose one more time. Bringing the feet together, sending the hips back. Maybe just check in with yourself while you're here. How are you feeling? Is anything coming up for you during this practice? All right, and then let's walk ourselves up. And we're going to come into half hero. So let's keep the left leg bent. We're going to bring the right foot around, coming back down. So your left foot should be next to your thigh. And you can stay here or maybe just slowly walk back to see where you can end up. You can lay all the way down. That's great. If not, that's great too. And we'll slowly come up. And let's bring the legs out wide here. We're going to take a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, start to walk yourself forward. You can adjust your legs, maybe keep a slight bend in your knees. All right, slowly walk yourself up and we'll extend the left leg out. Bring the right one around, having the heel next to you. So we'll do half hero on this side. Once again, just wherever you can find yourself in this pose is perfect. You can come into your variation. All right, we'll come up and let's bring the feet around and we'll lower ourselves down here. Having the feet on the floor, knees bent. Let's just do some windshield wipers. So bring your knees over to the left and then the right. Just let go of any tension that might have built up in the hips so far. All right, and then you can keep your feet planted, maybe scoot them a little closer here to your glutes and have the hands at your sides. We're going to push into our feet and our shoulders as we lift the hips up, coming into bridge pose. And you can keep your hands here or maybe bring them behind or underneath you in a bind. And take a deep breath. And exhale, release down. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Maybe rock side to side. And then we'll keep the right knee tucked in as we extend the left one out. Keeping the feet active here. You can roll the ankles out. Inhale, coming up with your head to the knee. Exhale down. And then we'll twist over to the left, bringing the knee across the body. Extending your right arm out. You can look over that arm. And bring it back to center. Bring both knees in. Inhale the head up. Exhale, release. Send the right leg out. Have the left knee tucked in. You can roll the ankles out again, maybe. And inhale, head up to the knee. Exhale down. And let's bring the knee across over to the right. Looking out over your left arm. And sink into the twist here. We'll come back to center. And we'll plant the feet one more time. And bring the right foot up to the left knee. And you can press down on your right knee here. And if this is enough of a stretch, you can stay here. Or lift your left leg up, grabbing behind the thigh or the shin. Coming into figure four. Rock side to side if you want. We'll release that down, release the foot, and bring the left foot up to the right knee. Once again, you can stay here or pull up on your right leg, grabbing behind a thigh or shin. Release that down. Let's come into happy baby. So we'll bring the knees up and then you can grab onto your toes with your two fingers or maybe the outsides of your feet. You can also grab just at the shins if that's accessible. Rock side to side. Let's bring the knees into the chest one more time. And we'll inhale up, squeeze, make yourself a little tiny ball. And exhale, release, letting the legs come out. Feet open to the sides, arms out at your sides. Just let your body completely relax. We'll take a couple minutes in Savasana to let your body just really relish all of the goodness that we just did. If you want, you can pause this video and continue to rest here. If not, you can start to bring movement into your fingers. Maybe roll out the ankles and wrists. If you want to bring the arms overhead, you can take a long stretch here. And slowly make your way over onto your right side. Maybe just stay here for a moment. And slowly make your way back up to sitting. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this practice. I hope that you are able to take something with you from it, and I hope that it helps you with opening up and creating space in the hips.